Oh hey everyone, just wanted to start this video out by saying that if you watched any of my previous uploads, you'll know that I did take the flintlock out for turkeys. Opening day there, had a great encounter, and I whiffed on it. The turkey's head was kind of going across like this, and I should have tried to putt or something to get him to stop, but in the adrenaline, the excitement, you can see it in my face, I was pretty wound up having a bird gobble that close. I whiffed the shot. But think how I want to bring this up. I had debated when I asked Bobby Hoyt to make this barrel for me. One of the things I was a little concerned about was with going with the choke. You know, when you put a threaded choke on there, you have to accommodate the material of the barrel wall to be thick enough for those threads. What I was concerned was that if he cut threads in there and beefed that wall up, if the barrel was going to be heavy. I wanted a 44-inch barrel because I wanted a real long fowler. I mean, I like a long-barreled fowler. That's what I wanted. And then to choke it, my concern was the heavy wall. And unfortunately, it was heavier than I was expecting, and it made the whole gun heavier. It's been okay. I'm usually not the type to nitpick things too much, but it's pretty heavy. A few days after I missed that turkey there, I think it was last week, I called Bobby Hoyt and I told him that I said, Bobby, I want you to know I'm not bringing this up because I missed a turkey. I'm not blaming the gun. I'd take full responsibility for that miss. But what I proposed to him and asked if he'd be willing to do is to go ahead and cut the barrel off there at the threads, essentially be done with the choke and bore the whole barrel out. I was thinking to a 16 gauge. It's currently a 20 gauge. I figured if I went to a 16, that would lighten it up. Yeah, I'm losing the effect of the choke, but I do small game hunt with this gun, and you know, I'm gonna lose probably 10 yards in confidence of shooting turkey loads. So anyhow, I just did some quick figuring here. The barrel outside diameter on this gun at the muzzle was 0.870 inches. And with it being a 20 gauge at 0.615 inch bore, that leaves the wall at 0.127 diameter. So you're talking 120 thousandths plus 127 thousandths of an inch. It's pretty substantial. It's pretty thick. I'm not sure if the camera will focus on that or not. Just got on the internet and looked at some different dimensions here. A 16 gauge would be 0.662 inches, would put the wall of the barrel at 104 thousandths of an inch. If I bored it to a 14 gauge, it would be, that's 0.693 inches, would make the wall 0.088 inches. And if I went as big as a 12 gauge, which is 0.729, that would only leave 70 thousandths for a wall. Now this barrel is not swamped, it's a slow taper, so the thinnest part of the bore is out at the muzzle. So I know it's not like with a swamp, if I was, you know, measuring out there and then coming halfway back the barrel, it's going to get thinner, that I have to worry about that. That's not going to be an issue. So I'll have to talk to Mr. Hoyt and see what he's willing to do. Another thing that's funny is last evening I got an email from Kibblers. I guess years ago I must have acquired about a smoothbore back when I first got into muzzleloaders, and they put me on a list about letting me know when their smoothbore kits were coming out. The email claimed that I was ahead of the game before they released it to the public, that smoothbores were available for pre-order. By golly, if they didn't say it was for 20 and 16s. So part of the reason I wanted to go to 16 was, one, for weight, and two, because it's a conversation thing, you know. Everybody's shooting a 20 gauge. I wanted a 16. Well, you guys know as well as I do that if Kibler's making a 20 and a 16, there's going to be a pile of guys out there with a 16 gauge fowler. I guess I just want to be different. I want something different, something that nobody else has. That's why I like to build them. Nothing against Kibler. Kiblers are great guns. I don't want a gun that everybody else has. That's why I build them. I did go on the internet and I looked to see if I could get 16 gauge components, like, you know, overshot cards mainly. I can cut my own out, but I'd rather buy them. It's just way easier. I know this video is getting lengthy, but I just wanted to say that I think for my comfort and of barrel thickness and what I think Bobby will hopefully be willing to do is at a 14 gauge, .693 inches. That's 0.088. That's 88 thousandths of an inch for the wall. I mean, that's 88 thousandths is plenty of meat. So I'll have to run it by Bobby, see if it's something he's willing to do. He is willing to let me film his shop down there. I know a lot of you guys will be interested in seeing the inside of Bobby's shop. So I might run this gun down or take the barrel down to him. Be awesome. Better yet, if I could go down on a day that he could bore it out and I could film the process. Maybe even he'd let me do a little of the work myself. Bobby's the master at it, so he's done a pile of them. There's nobody I'd rather trust more to do that work. Really the only guy I know to do the work than Bobby himself. So hopefully that'll lighten the gun up. One other thing, a lot of people have commented, well, how heavy is the gun? I never worried about the weight. I don't really care about the weight so much, just as how it balances, and its balance point is very far forward. I mean, I like the balance point back there in the forearm. It's way out here. Gun weighs 8.38 pounds, so 8.4 pounds. That's what I'm up against. You guys can put your comments down below what you think. Like I said, I was thinking 16 gauge, but now that 16s are going to be the new normal, maybe I will do a 14. Maybe I'll do a 15. I don't know. Talk to Bobby and figure it out, but thought I'd let you guys know what my plan is here. So thanks for watching.